Hey, how you doing? Welcome back. It's Misconduct Mondays for the Bad Apples podcast, and I'm glad I put my phone on silent. I'm here with Dom and Izzy. How you doing,
Hey,
Izzy? You alright?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm super.
Good.
I'm here for it. Let's go. So, I'll go. It's our first misconduct. Are you mentally prepared for this?
Oh, never. but
Izzy,
go
do you
on.
like to drink?
I used to, not anymore.
You don't drink anymore. That's a bit boring.
I don't.
But do you know who does drink? Michelle Swart. Michelle Swartz drinks inside the Metropolitan Police. That was a smooth transition. Didn't
That
it?
was a
It
smooth
beautiful.
transition.
So we're looking at Michelle Swart today. Swart. I don't want to
Schwartz.
pronounce it wrong. But let's talk a little bit about the chair, Katie Lilburn, who used to be the head of the Director of Professional Standards and is now the head of the Hearings Unit, unless she's been moved again because she's makes outrageous decisions. But
And runs away.
and runs away. It's true. Or gets kicked away. We don't know
Yeah.
which one. But yeah, Michelle decided that she wanted to come to work after taking painkillers and drinking alcohol. But there's context to this, Izzy. So don't judge
It's
her too
important.
quickly.
Yeah, context
There's
is
context.
important.
She had been going through a stressful time. She was on painkillers. I think she injured her back. I want to say back. I might be getting that a little bit wrong about her back. But she was
Some sort of
injured
injured.
from... So she had a combination of painkillers and alcohol when she came into work. But I'm going to read out the mitigating circumstances for the outcome. She wasn't in a public-facing role. That doesn't really matter. I'm sorry. If you rock
doesn't.
up to work...
Doesn't matter.
So allegedly she wasn't drunk. She was 33 milligrams of alcohol per 100 milliliters or whatever breath. 35 is the limit. She was 33. How do I feel about that? I feel like she woke up and she had some alcohol because she must have. Because how long does it take? We could probably Google it, but I don't
Unless,
think.
can you still have that in your body after a night out?
Yes.
So was it that?
It's dependent on basically the individual person.
Okay,
So-
so do we know? So she might have woken up and had a drink, or she might have gone out the night before and just still had it in her system.
So what had happened is she had missed the day of work the day before, or just like a couple of days before, because she had overslept.
Yeah.
They sent officers down to her house for a welfare check, and she was really upset about that and worried. And I get that part. Like, she was anxious about it because imagine you're just at home and all of a sudden you get banged on the door.
Yeah,
and
but
you're like,
everyone
"Oh,
knows if
shit,
you
I'm
don't
late for
tell
work."
them, if you don't tell the police what, like if you're not coming in or not, they come to your door.
Yeah,
Like, everyone
no,
knows
of
that.
course. But you just feel like
It's also weaponized.
Well,
Yeah,
it is
yeah.
massively weaponized. But at
Yeah.
the same time, I feel sorry for her because for that to happen, you're going to be super like stressed
On
out and
edge.
worried. Then she couldn't sleep. And her friend, allegedly, her friend said, "Oh, why don't you have a drink? It'll help you go to sleep." I mean, it does, especially if you get shit
Yeah.
faced. You go straight
It
to
does.
sleep. So she had a drink and then woke up the next day and then went into work. That's what she said. But I'm just like, are you still going to be... So wait, how drunk were you when you drank? How many did you have? She said she had like a couple of glasses of wine. And I'm
Yeah.
like, well, I mean, it's possible, but for you to wake up the next day and still be blowing 33,
Yeah, that's
it takes.
That's
They
quite a
say it
lot.
takes about 12 hours to get it out of your system, but it's down to each individual person. Someone like me could drink the same as you, Izzy, and
Yeah.
I'll probably be able to. My metabolism might.
Be able to get
Yeah.
rid of it or whatever. Well, maybe she did have quite a few too many the night before. Is that bad? That's not a crime, is it? It's not a crime. It's just not
irresponsible.
advised. It's not professional.
But she said she went through. She had like some bereavements in her family. I
Yeah.
get that. See, all of this stuff makes sense, and if we're doing this whole new police thing where we're being a little bit more reasonable, we're looking at stuff individually, I'm okay with her keeping her job to an extent, yeah? Yeah, to an extent. She went to, sorry, let me keep reading. She took steps to remediate her conduct and that I accept she was not drunk. She has not drunk alcohol since. I mean, I don't really care.
Alcohol.
I don't care if you were a drunk or you. So
never
okay,
drank.
so hey, let me give you context. If she had gone out the night before with friends, had a lot to drink and thought I can sleep this off, felt fine, went to work, got breathalyzed, then it was like, oh,
Shit.
you're over.
Yeah.
But you thought you were fine. Like, you were fine. You got to work, no problem. You're not over, you're under.
But you're on the...
It's still in your system, which it would be for anyone that had just drank that day. But my question would be, if that was the case and she made a mistake in that context and thought, oh, it would have been gone by tomorrow because I went out yesterday and I got home at 10 and I started work at 12 per se, and she thought it would be gone and it wasn't, that's okay. To me, that's an understandable.
Reasonable.
That's a reasonable mistake to happen. I wouldn't have gross misconducted her. I'd have said misconduct only. I'd be like, you're an idiot. Like, you're an idiot. Don't be an idiot.
Don't be silly.
And do you know what? This is what frustrates me. You see, she got accelerated misconduct hearing, but the reality is, how many other people have rocked up to work drunk and their line manager said, go home. Just go home. They didn't even, no gross misconduct, no nothing. Go home, I'll chat to you later, you're not fit for work, I'm just going to send you home.
Oh, what, and no misconduct, nothing like
Nothing.
So the fact that she's
that
actually,
is a thing.
Yeah. Especially she's not even over. So couldn't they have just breathalyzed her and then sent her home and said, look, just sleep it off?
Yeah, well, didn't you need to breathalyze her? They could have just said, if you're 33 and 35 is the limit, you'd probably be able to smell the alcohol to some extent.
Yeah, but they should breathalyze her. Well, if they are breathalyzing her, they've obviously got concern that she's had quite a lot.
The reason is, why do they have a concern?
Well, you don't really want drunk.
No, but why?
Police
No,
stuff.
but what made them think that day to go, oh, let me breathalyze her?
Did they smell it? Is there anything in there about?
There's nothing
staff
that says
smelling it,
that
or-
anyone smelt it. They just said, oh, we did a with cause, and that's normally because we think that you're drinking. But why do you think she's drinking?
Maybe her friend told her line manager that I was concerned because she's not sleeping, so I told her to drink. Oh, I don't know. Is it something with the officers that attended?
But okay, for me, so let's just, see, this is the problem with the misconduct system. They don't give you all the context. They like to hide it too much.
Yeah.
It's not transparent. None of that is really referenced in the misconduct when you read it.
Weird.
So you're just sitting there like, well, wait a second. For me, for someone that likes to break them down, I'm like, well, how did we get to this position?
You need answers, yeah.
I understand what she's told us. She's been going through a stressful situation. She's had a bereavement. She's injured herself or
Not
whatever.
sleeping.
Do you know what I'm saying? That all makes sense for someone to drink some alcohol.
Defo.
But why did the Met Police think we're gonna breathalyze you? If they had concerns, why would they not go, actually, I have concerns about your well-being. I'm not gonna flipping breathalyze you. I'm going to give you, actually do welfare and go, do you know what?
Are you okay?
Let's have a talk.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
What support do you need?
seem disheveled. You
Yeah.
seem like you missed work. You've come in today, you seem a bit drowsy. Why is the first thought, oh, let's go get her into trouble?
Especially they would have known that she'd suffered. She was grieving, and she's injured, and she was off the day before. She didn't go in, so they know something's up with her. It's not like just randomly. So they should. And also, I remember in training, obviously it's different for police officers and police staff, but when they sort of got to us about like drugs and drink, they were always from the aspect of like, if you feel like you're having a tough time and you're going to drink and drugs, just come to us and we'll help you. It was like from a very supportive sort of approach, not you'll be penalised and chucked out. It was, we'll help you. Like if you're struggling, obviously not. For some.
Initially I didn't agree with the outcome because I'm in that phase right now of, I'm looking at the disproportionality for certain officers. They like right now, the Met Police don't like men. And they never have liked ethnic minorities. So they get it the harshest. And I'm looking at some of the other outcomes and you're like, well, wait a second. There's another one I'm going to talk about later. And it's like, well, this person has broken the rules, the same as everyone else in misconduct that has broken the rules. So much so that she could be fired. Yeah? Why are we going all the way to an accelerated gross misconduct hearing to then go and have sympathy and empathy for someone?
Yeah, I don't understand.
They're going to say they gave her a final written warning for, was it a final written warning for 5 years? They gave her the maximum penalty for someone, when you really deep it, is struggling.
It's really bad.
That's how you treat people that are suffering. Met Police do better. But it was Katie Lilburn, so am I surprised? No.
And what's that going to do for that officer's well-being? Mental health, well-being, actual ability to do the job for the next 5 years. she's going to be super paranoid to even go out and drink at all, or if she needs to or wants to.
Yep.
I also would be like so distrusting of the service anyway, as an officer, if that's how they treat you when you're in your worst moments. On the surface of it, I think drinking at work, or not at work, but coming in, she's not even over the limit. She should have just been sent home. Reflective, maybe even reflective.
Yeah.
She's not even over the limit.
Yep.
No.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's what I'm thinking.
So I'm pretty sure in the Met standards they don't want you coming to work having had drunk alcohol
The night before or
but
that day.
they should have that in black and white that you should be walking in at 0. So on firearms. Okay,
but I know. No. Sorry, but there were actual supervisors, inspectors, superintendents that would organise staff drinks on the night of the day shift when you'd have night shifts the next night, they'd go out and get smashed all night, and there's not enough time to sober up and recoup for the next shift. So sorry.
That's why unless she was over, she should have just been left alone.
I think so.
Because, and this is why the rule's stupid. If you have, this is why you shouldn't have any acceptance for drinking alcohol, especially drinking and driving. It should be 0. If you have drank alcohol or drank alcohol, you should not drive your car, regardless of what the number is. Yeah? And it should be the same for work.
100%.
You cannot come to work if you have drunk alcohol.
Yeah, it shouldn't just be if you're over the limit or under the limit.
Yeah, because you've tested her, she's under, but then you've gone, well, it's still pretty high, and you took painkillers, so the combination of these two means you couldn't have done your job effectively. Are you being serious?
Yeah.
Are you? No, you're taking the piss.
It's a messy one, and I'm sorry, it's not a good one from the mayor. I don't understand. It's a really bad
decision.
One. There's so many aspects of it. I actually feel really sorry for her.
That should not have been gross misconduct.
See, that would be enough for me to just be like, fuck this, I'm leaving the force. I can't be asked.
Yeah, they do not care about her welfare.
No.
They're like, oh, you're mixing alcohol.
She hasn't committed a crime.
Anyone that mixes alcohol with tablets, with medication, actually needs help. Do you get me? They don't need to be punished.
No, they need support, and they need, there's, and especially around, we're in that sort of, in the last sort of 5 years at least, or maybe even longer, I don't know, or shorter, I'm not sure, but there's definitely been a focus on how policing, especially from Right Care, Right Person, how policing responds to welfare and mental health and well-being issues, and that it's important not to penalise or criminalise people who are suffering, yet the force is doing that to their own officers who are struggling.
Yeah, they do it
internally with misconduct.
It's messed up.
It is messed up.
And I think it's down to your line manager if you've got a decent one. Because I got called out actually on TikTok because I said the Met Police's welfare is crap, and I still believe it's crap. But someone called out and said, no, actually, I got a lot of help and it saved my life. And I was like, all right,
okay,
cool.
Great.
Do you know what?
For you.
Yeah, I said, bully for you, great. I'm glad you're still here.
Glad it works once.
But the majority will tell you that it's crap. But it is nice to hear that someone.
It's nice to hear that
they did what they were supposed to do.
Yeah.
And I've had line managers that are actually pretty chill.
But see, that's dependent on the line manager, like
that's
you
the
say.
problem.
It's not the police. It's if you have a caring, nice line manager that's there for the right reasons and actually wants to support. Yeah, also, I always say this, but I don't know what it's like for officers. Do you have blue? Yeah, you do have blue light champions, don't you?
Yeah.
Is it even a thing really for officers? Like.
Never used it.
Yeah. Well, in the control rooms, I think in my whole department there were 3 blue light champions, which was, you know, if you have a staff in like having a breakdown or as officer in distress or whatever, you would get a blue light champion to go in and sort of de-escalate it and support them. I was one of them. And what struck me was that line managers and duty officers, supervisors, it wasn't compulsory to be blue light trained. So you've got people in charge of officers and staff who don't have a basic 2-day training on staff and officer wellbeing. How on earth can you run and support staff if you've only got 3 people being trained in mental health first aid? Bizarre. I remember having to go, they called me out, a duty officer called me out because a senior police staff member had like made a decision in control that possibly killed someone, or they made the decision too late, and she was like having a breakdown about it. And the duty officer was like, well, I'm not blue light trained and I don't really want to deal with it, so Izzy, can you just go and deal with it? And I was like really new to the department. I was going and speaking to someone much senior, and I just thought, Jesus Christ, not even duty officers can go and support senior officers here and staff. It's just bad. But yeah, I mean, I think this misconduct case just reiterates the bad approach that the Met have to officers and staff that struggle. But I mean, I don't know. Is there anything more to it? Is it maybe she wasn't liked by her line manager, or I don't know. I feel like there's always more to it because it's not consistent. It's never consistent. It's never.
That's the problem with the
Yeah.
Met. There's no consistency, and I think you're right. I think you touched on something. It's that it's normally
more to
line
it.
manager based, and it's the roll of the dice. If your line manager is someone that actually wants to do their job, can do their job,
Likes you enough to do their job for you,
then you might get the help. But outside of that, you're not getting any help. You're just getting left, you're fed to the wolves. And it sounds like she got fed to the wolves. And she was lucky to keep her job because...
Is she with a 5-year final written warning?
She's lucky to keep her job because other commanders would have fired her. And I think Katie Lilburn, in the position that she's in, she was the head of the DPS, she's in the heroin unit now. She should have been able to read that and go, why the f*** are we here?
Yeah, what a waste of...
It's not like she was out on a jolly and she got caught out in Lloyd's or wherever the
or with a bottle of vodka in the changing room.
Came into work. And even if she did come in with a bottle of vodka, she's still got a problem. That's an actual health problem. Do you get what I'm saying?
Definitely.
That's not someone that's just...
Someone
it's not
struggling.
like someone that's... She's not someone that continuously just gets drunk and is a functioning alcoholic and just is taking the piss. She's someone that needs help.
She needs an aid to get her through day to day.
Yeah, she needs support. And you've just gone, well, here's my support. Here's your 5-year final written warning. You make any mistake or something that we perceive as a mistake. And
your financial security, your career. This is awful. This is actually awful.
Nah, do you know what? It's appropriate for me to say this now. Yeah, bun the DPS.
Yeah, I do.
This is... How? Who's the appropriate authority for this?
I actually think they should be ashamed of themselves. I mean, they should always be ashamed of themselves. It's nothing new. But that's actually... When you actually, spell it out, officers struggling, not even over the limit, no crime committed.
Let me make sure I'm right. No, you checked it. It's 35, isn't it?
35.
35. It's 35. I'm looking at it now. www.metpolice.com. 80 milligrams of alcohol per 100 milliliters of blood, or 35 micrograms of alcohol per 100 milliliters of breath. And they breathalyzed her. And she was 31 and 33. She blew under, so that's it. We should just go about our business.
Do you know what? If I was her, I'd be looking at a personal injury claim, because that would be detrimental to my health. Struggling, and then the Met would put you through that. Sorry, I would look at your civil court options.
She was on painkillers. Go on, I can see you ready to strike, Viper.
I think I'd be willing to put money on it. If you went to the team that she worked on, asked around, they will tell you that she was not liked by the team.
Yeah.
And the use of that breathalyzer test was a weaponization. It had nothing to do with whether you're fit for work or anything like that.
So
they try their luck. It's a form of punishment. It
yeah,
has nothing to do with welfare. Nothing at all.
Yeah.
And that's what. And the word that I love to say, the gang stalking of the police to target someone, namely the weaponization of welfare. So turning up to her house.
Yeah.
Saw an empty bottle of wine.
Yeah.
And went, she may have a drinking problem. She's got 2 bottles.
Oh, they tried to do that with me.
A bottle of wine, just like 4 wine glasses in it.
Yeah.
You can easily do that through a week.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I imagine it probably was partial to vicious gossip.
Yeah.
Then turned into, let's watch whether she's doing this. Let's bully her even further with this breathalyzer test. She blew under, but she's still got alcohol in the system. It's not right. Let's push it through. I imagine Kate Lilburn probably identified that in it, but she didn't want to be seen as weak, so she gave the harshest penalty.
Yeah.
Because again, all of this is victim of policing culture.
Yeah.
And not wanting to fall foul of it.
So,
100%.
you ready for why she was on medication?
Amen. Yeah.
She was on medication because she had been on her bicycle and come off of it and broken her ribs. So she would have been on some high painkillers.
Yeah. God,
She's living by herself, was lonely, and had recently suffered significant personal bereavement.
Oh my
The effects of the
God.
painkillers meant that she was inadvertently missed her first early shift. She was feeling stressed about missing work and was ashamed that her colleagues had to come to her house to perform a welfare check. She was given the day off and spent it stressing that she had let the team down and would be reprimanded.
Oh
She
my
found
God, the
herself
anxiety.
panicking. A friend suggested a couple of glasses of wine would calm her down. She had 3 glasses. She woke up in a panic and then went to work. Then this is what I'm saying. When I first saw it, I was like, and I'm gonna keep saying this. When you look at everyone else, she should have been fired. Yeah. But when you actually read it, because of the way that they like to fire people, that's the only reason I'm saying it. I'm not saying I believe that she should have, but she should have been fired. But when you just listen to that, that was just a brief sentence of her just saying this is what happened, and you're like, you broke your
the
ribs.
extreme anxiety
Yeah.
that she's obviously got in not being at work. Yeah. Oh my gosh, to think that she's had an injury there where she's broken her ribs. You have to be off because she's on medication, is injured. And the anxiety of her letting the team down. I can't imagine working in a team where I've had an injury like that and I'm so anxious about letting them down when you've been that injured. That must not have been a nice environment to work in, I'm telling you that. So, sorry, I don't think she's got a nice, yeah.
We'll end this with this funny story. Babe, do you remember? First day on firearms, yeah? First day I'm going to firearms.
Shit, man.
I have a fight the weekend before, and I didn't get knocked out, but I got
At work?
I got a concussion in my fight. I had a fight. I fight.
At work?
No, I fight.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
So
I start work on
profile,
Monday, had a fight on Saturday or Sunday, got a concussion, and then I went, yeah, we had to email my sergeant, who I've never met, and this is firearms. I'm like, these guys are crazy. And I was like, oh yeah, Sarge, FYI, soz, we haven't met each other, but I got a concussion yesterday. And I don't think it'll be appropriate that I come in and handle guns. So yeah, they ripped the shit out of me. I came in on like the Tuesday or the Wednesday because I was like, no, it's just not okay. Came in, sergeant standing there, and I'm lucky. My sergeant was so chill. He's a funny ass guy. I love him. So funny. Come in. He's like, so you're Dom? I'm like, yeah. He was just like, you're lucky you're big. He was like, you're so lucky. He was like, how the f*** do you not come into work on your first day? Like, you just left us hanging. He's like, nah, I'm messing. You wouldn't have done shit anyway. So like, the first day I wouldn't have handled a gun or done anything. He was just like, I would have just shown you around. But he's like, no, you made the right choice. You
made a responsible choice.
You shouldn't have come into work with a concussion. No, I didn't make the choice. You did. But I was just like,
you can't go to it. No, I'm going to go. It's my first day. You can't go to it.
You actually can't.
He was repeating things over and over again. The concussion was bad.
Shit, man.
Didn't you also have a broken toe?
oh, I had 2 broken toes, but that's okay.
Well, thank God you didn't have a drink because of the anxiety of not going in and then come in and possibly get a misconduct.
Who knows? I don't know if I had a drink. I probably forgot.
Yeah. Well.
But
can I just say also, like, I don't know, this is completely, like, not even relevant because her friend, unless her friend was in policing, but I don't know if I would be advising to have alcohol to my friend who's in that position. Or just have 4 glasses of wine. It should help. I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe they're social drinkers.
Yeah. No, I'm not saying it's bad. I just don't know if you know your friend's on medication for an injury and was anxious about missing work and is going to work the next day. I don't know if I'd be saying, oh, get on a bender or something, or have a cup. Well, maybe have a glass of wine, or maybe I'd say have a chamomile tea. Oh no, who am I? I just sound like such a preacher. Never mind. Anyway,
Yeah, it doesn't say what medication she was on.
I feel sorry for her, and I hope she's okay, and I hope she's being supported by some sort of welfare, if not in the Met, externally, because she was obviously struggling, and I hope her ribs have mended.
She's saying that Lil Burn, you're just.
I just get bad vibes. It's horrible.
The sample of about 31 micrograms, taking the lower of the 2 samples, but you only take the lower of the 2. Okay, they always take the lower of the 2 samples, but she's talking as though she's blown over. She has not blown over.
No.
She has not blown over. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about any of this.
Taking the lower of the samples was more than double the substance misuse and testing policy level of 13 micrograms. So the Metropolitan Police have a policy of 13. Why do we have a policy where it's acceptable to come into work with alcohol?
Yeah,
I think it's probably one of the rare times that designing rules and taking culture into existence. So, for example, British culture, very heavy on drinking. And that's the one time that they have actually incorporated it into policy. Secondly, let's not forget there used to be a bar at TSG5 area.
Yeah, but I don't care. I understand, you're right.
Ridiculous.
But I
No,
just,
it's
it
like
should be
ridiculous.
zero.
Yeah.
It should just be zero. It should just be zero.
It
But
should
the
just be
reason they have to
zero.
give 13 because they know police officers go drinking the night before, and there's no way they're going to be zero by the time they come in the next day. So they go, okay, just
Well,
make
that's
it
bad
13.
because I don't want police officers drinking the night before. Ideally, don't you want to be crisp and clean so you can save the public?
Function-
Nah.
Functioning
Nah.
alcoholic is a thing.
Yeah,
Anyway.
but I hope she's okay, and I'm just another reason for me to dislike the Met.
Yeah, we'll just finish that one with Bun the DPS.
Yeah.
Hey guys, thanks for watching the Bad Apples podcast this Monday for our Misconduct Mondays. Catch all of our videos on Mondays on YouTube, TBA Poddy, guys. Hit the button, like, subscribe, share everywhere you can. And always remember, Bun the DPS. Peace.